Howdy y'all, TJ here from the Cinema Mafia. I just finished the film Normal. By the way, all of you who celebrate happy WrestleMania weekend, I know that's a bunch of you. I've been watching WrestleMania with my kids the last 2 days, watching a bunch of silly simulated violence. So once that was over, I decided to come see a movie with a bunch of silly simulated violence, and that's exactly what Normal is. You know about Keanu, you know about Jason Statham, you know about Denzel, but we got to add another name to the one-man gang, one-man army list, and his name is Bob Odenkirk, who it turns out actually trains twice a week just to stay in shape, just in case somebody calls him to make one of these films. Bob Odenkirk is that guy, and I gotta say, he really is fun enough to watch in these style movies. But he is Sheriff Ulysses. He's the temporary sheriff of a small town in Minnesota called Normal. It's the name of the film. But it turns out this guy who's just a little bit curious, he's actually fairly passive, but just curious about this town he's living in, starts to ask a bunch of questions and ends up digging up a giant fraud scheme running in the state of Minnesota by, ding, 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 a bunch of foreigners. Now, if you've watched the news at all lately, you know that's actually what's going on exactly in the state of Minnesota right now. So I just couldn't help but laugh. Just the timing of this was just beautiful. Now, again, doesn't necessarily have exactly what's going on in Minnesota, but it still just got me tickled. But he's a sheriff. Guys, the timing of this movie, like the actual time of it, it's only an hour and a half. It's perfect. The first half, it's a nice, slow build. You understand the community, you understand the characters. By the way, Henry Winkler is in this one. He plays a bad guy. I've never seen Henry play a bad guy. That's kind of cool. But you meet the characters, you understand what's going on, and the second half is all action, and it just takes off. And the bottom line is this, is there's a lot of shooting, you see some crazy guns, you see a lot of dry humor, and the humor really is genuinely funny. You meet some crazy characters, there's some wild weapons, there's some pretty amusing, like environmental death, accidental deaths. There's a nice little twist in the end, and then a bunch of foreigners that you don't expect to pop up. That's literally just some gangsters that come in. And all of these elements, oh yeah, and a blizzard and a moose. All of these elements just make for a pretty entertaining time that's not gonna take up a lot of your time. So I'm gonna give this one a 7. Again, I had a pretty good time tonight. I'm all in on Bob Odenkirk. I hope you all are too. Have a great weekend. Congratulations to Roman Reigns. We'll see y'all later.